Shobha. I want to talk about economics unit 1 development in SSLC. That is the first unit chapter is there. So that's why I am dealing with this matter. Before going to talk about this one chapter, we all wanted to have a good life. Our life must be updated or updating, like how we recharge mobile phones, how we recharge our DTH, etc. Like that type, we must to recharge our economical aspect also. There are many of development aspects are there. Many of ways are there, good also bad. But the development of a country, we must and should do our work hard. So that's why need is most important here. What is economic development? It is a process. It refers to overcoming economic problems like poverty, unemployment, inequality, inflation, etc. In this chapter, process, that is prakriya, changed in supply of production and in the structure of a demand for products. The changes occur due to education and skill development, capital accumulation, population growth, adoption of better techniques of production. Here most importantly, skill development, education plays a very important role. So in this aspect, national income, important measure of development, is most important here. National income. Higher national income, higher is the economic development. Real means or refer to purchasing power of income. The prices have tendency to rise over time. Then long period, 10 years. There is small spelling mistakes are there. Please correct. Years, YEARS. Or more real national income considered and not short term. Sports. The process which helps to reducing poverty and thereby helping a country to achieve self-sustain of growth in income. The short term items are not helpful to growth of Indian economy. The long period, 10 years, is most help to the development. So coming to the nation, how the developed and developed countries is made. Now we are in developing countries. Underdeveloped is there. So that's why national income in a developed country like USA, China, Japan and in other countries are most powerful countries. Why these are powerful? In national wealth, their health is good. But in our countries like India, Pakistan, some of the Asian countries are poor. That is moderate. Finance, developed, integrated, means highly developed. Here less developed. Standard of living in developed countries is good, whereas developing countries, underdeveloped countries are moderate. Character of economy is post-industrial. They are all service-oriented aspects are there, and even most of people are working or in service. They don't sit like our Indian people. And in underdeveloped countries, industrial. They wanted to someone maybe help. Distribution of income here in developed countries we find equal. In underdeveloped country we find unequal. Factors of production effectively used, mindfully used, systematically used, whereas in underdeveloped countries we find ineffectively used. Perspective of growth, technologically progress is there. In underdeveloped country, capital accumulated. Internal violence is, the law is a main source of power. Here, underdeveloping countries, we do not find a law properly. So, most importantly, difference between development and underdevelopment countries. Underdevelopment countries are like India, Pakistan, some of the Asian countries, whereas development or developed countries are China, Japan, Russia. In the examination, there is a question for you. Write a difference between development and underdevelopment or the countries. So you have to give some of the aspect like this type. More average income, better standard of living in best highly qualified countries. Standard of a living generally is high. People of developed countries avail the service of public facilities. Due to better education, literacy rate is high. Life expectation is better. Then in this underdeveloped countries, low average income, not good standard of living, normally not very high. Most of people developing countries are depend on facilities. Literacy rate is quite. People are deprived of low education facilities, not a very good living. So, indicators of development are nothing but here measuring of economic development, national income of all people, gross product, domestic product, that is GDP, gross national product, GNP, per capita income, the human development index, literacy rate, life expectancy. So next one here, human development indicators. HDI is known human development indicators. HDI is summary measure of human development. The UNDP is responsible for publishing global human development reports. Here, most importantly, the written or typed in a black bold letters are important for you. So, all are important, but most importantly in examination they will ask you. The HDI, Human Development Indicator, is a summary composite measures of a country's average achievement in three basic aspects of human development. First one, life expectancy. Second, education. Third, purchasing power. In 2014, HDI was 136th rank out. That is a spelling mistake. D is remove that one. 186 countries. So causes for a low HDI of India: inequality, inadequate medical and educational services, population explosion, unemployment. Now coming to gender related development. The sex ratio was barely 945 in 2011. Literacy rate among women was 65.46% in 2011 compared to 82.14%. Achieving gender equality, stop child marriage and sexual harassment, make education gender sensitive, empower mothers, give proper value to women's work, get women into power, give importance to participation of women in economic activities. In working places, give guidance, guarantee equal wages, provide a reservation of seats in elected bodies. Self-help groups, women's self-help groups helps to promote women's participation in economic activities and then achieving economic empowerment. These groups are aided by government and private entity as well. Thus, these are most important. Thank you very much.